Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Ohio State's offense is on the field for the first time today. The Buckeyes obviously enjoyed the upper hand historically in this battle for the Illabuck.
And the Illabuck trophy is actually the second oldest football trophy in the Big Ten, only behind the Little Brown Jug, Palmer. So this is some serious tradition. I don't know what the trophy is. I don't know what it's supposed to look like. It looks like turtle to me, but I don't know the significance. But this is a rivalry.
Out there after it. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls.
He'll take over first and 10.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, get into my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an...
And he is snowed under. Sacked.
Third and 1 situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field. We're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. So Illinois' offense will down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Illinois took a tight one the last time these two squared off for the Illabuck.
And Illinois getting that win is so huge for their program, beating the mighty Ohio State. Like, this is a rivalry game every year, yes, but this is a program-building type of moment. Palmer, if they can get 2 in a row, this team can start trending way upwards.
You're absolutely right. I'll tell you, too, regardless of whether Illinois is competing for a conference championship or a national championship, beating Ohio State has people in Champaign, Illinois, celebrating the entire season. You're absolutely right. If they could do it 2 years in a row, then this program takes on an entirely new trajectory.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Now on the move. Bulls his way forward. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game,
he smashes his way through again. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Ohio State. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And that is how you finish with a 54-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, it can definitely be frustrating.
He's off to the races. At the 20. Touchdown, Illini! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
This offense, the throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass, this quarterback getting a little bit of confidence, this passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Akron is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Charlie Fry, this offense is not capable of scoring points every single time it sees the ball. They're up by a field goal over Ohio. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll come out throwing on first down. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now on second down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
This rivalry more than a century old, with the Buckeyes dominating most of the time.
Just think about that. All this time, these Ohio State and Illinois fans have been talking about and looking forward to this rivalry. To your point, absolutely. Ohio State, more often than not, has been on the winning side of it. Illinois now, maybe they're going to be trying to create a little new trend.
Yeah, try to get some mojo. Try to get some momentum on their side. Try to change this rivalry. Listen, it starts one at a time, right? Like the old coaches speak, we're going to throw out those records from 100 years ago. They don't matter. Let's dominate today.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And, man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on...
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Give to the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Illinois lining up quickly. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll take it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. The trophy that the Buckeyes and Illini play for, the Illibuck, guys, is a giant wooden turtle.
Imagine that, man. You're having to put your trophies in a water tank and feed it. It's probably the only trophy that ever had that ability. It's incredible. It was nurtured. Maybe a little bit different story now, David, but that is pretty cool history, Luis.
Yeah, and I guess you really only need one turtle every 100 years, so the trophy's not expensive. I guess you just got to take care of it, and every year you pass a live living animal. That's why they changed it.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt will be marked dead just inside the 45-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
It's a draw. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Illinois right back to the line. Looking to move it through the air. And his throw is incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Trying to run, it's McMillan. Pulled down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. They'll leave it with him. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. 7th play of the drive coming, but they'll need to convert 3rd and 9 to keep it going. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
On 4th down, going to the air. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And the Buckeyes get enough for the 1st down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs. They're certainly going to line them up in different places and even throw them the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get them going there.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He'll ride his man on the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David
snags it inside the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
Yeah, the pass passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. Trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on.
Pulls it in on the right. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Air Force is currently ahead in this one, but they may need to rev up an F-16 if they want to turn this into a blowout today. They're up by 10 over San Jose State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last
one. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So that will go into the stat book as the rare one-play drive for a field goal. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have 2 longtime foes battling for a prize like the Illibuck Trophy, you know emotions tend to run high. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Ohio State and Illinois plays out.
The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Illinois lining up quickly.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Gets it out fast. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding this receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins the football.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Got his man quickly. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. The aerial assault continues. Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. They're about to snap it for the 9th play on this drive, and they need a yard on third down. Wide receiver shows motion. On third and short, the power run here. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
He's looking to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting where it was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next.
And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On second down, wants to throw. Got his man in the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Got it! So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that is back-to-back sacks. You get down here in this part of the field, man, you want to keep going forward. You want to make sure you put yourself in a good situation, hopefully to go for it if you need to on fourth down. But now you're putting yourself really behind the 8 ball with back-to-back sacks.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still third and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A little screen to the running back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. With jet sweep pass. Makes his man miss. They'll line up for a second down play. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
I really like the slot receiver. I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
They'll try the run. Makes it past the marker. At the 45 on its way. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team. But this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he'll slide right after picking up the first down.
I love that play call on fourth down because they go RPO, and essentially the football can go three different ways. He could have handed it off, he could have thrown for it, or just keep it himself. He took the latter option. It doesn't matter. That was the right decision on that play to keep this drive alive. Great job.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He's looking for a man on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Looking to throw for it. Snags it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical...
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Buckeyes starting to pull away from this one, and Illinois is in trouble.
First of all, we all know Ohio State's the more talented team. Every time they play, Illinois knows that going into. They need things to go right. Not everything going right in this rivalry game. The wheels are starting to come off, Palmer.
Yeah, you're right, David. In this game, this is really Illinois' national championship. Ohio State's expected to win, but you're never sure what their headspace is going to be coming into it. They came in here locked and loaded and focused, and they're showing it here in the second half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Illinois offense returns to the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
And the timing just a hair off.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Offense back out there. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
First down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Trying to march in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge chance for points here on third and goal, and he'll find the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David. And that pass picked off. Trying to take it back. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick 6.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the route is on. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to ULM. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Right down the middle. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? They want to throw it. He looks that one in nicely. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
There's 11 guys on offense there, locked in and playing together. That was a critical 4th down in their opponent's territory. Everybody did an outstanding job of executing.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
They'll run play action. They're trying to get to him. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Illinois! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over there they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There have been few obstacles signals for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They've converted every time on fourth down. 3 for 3 so far. They'll go for 4. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Picks up the first down, still moving. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the pummeling has started. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Ball bouncing all over the place and corralled around the 30. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
throws to the wideout. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Trucks through the defender. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
Ohio State.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're worth a performance like that. That is worth its
bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.